Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am Planet Mitch. For those of you who are on Earth who might know me as Mitch Onger, that's the same guy. I just created that Mitch Onger persona for those of you on the Earth. For those of you who don't know, I like to tease a lot about astronomy and fun stuff like that. So don't think I'm weird. Okay, I am weird. It's all right. But I like to have fun. And maybe you hear a creaking door right over here because I've actually opened my door because it's actually nice outside for once. And I just have to say it because I live in St. Louis. Go Blues! Okay, I'm not a big fan, but the Blues just made it in the into the Stanley Cup last night, and I'm thrilled for them. First time since 1970, and it is an amazing story if you haven't heard. I haven't caught up. I haven't been watching because I'm not a big hockey guy. But a short story there. They were in last place on January 3rd. Entire bottom of the entire NHL. They had the worst record. And their perseverance and their dedication and, quite frankly, their confidence level has brought them to the point where they are now in the Stanley Cup Finals. It's astounding. Great story. Uh, Hopefully, that's what's going to happen to me and to you in your campaigns. So, the question of the day is why on God's green earth would you be running a contest or a referral program? And the answer is, of course, it's all about the money, right? My wife will tell you constantly. She teases me about that when there's a question about some political thing or why is some business doing this or that. It's all about the. That's right. It's all about the money. If you run a contest or a referral program, you will get leads if you do it right. If you do it the way that I teach, you will get highly qualified leads, and eventually those will turn into buyers for your products. That's what you want, right? You're in business, and it's not just about the money, right? Potentially, theoretically, most likely, you're doing this because you have a message of something that you can offer to people that will solve their problem and to help them. Please, please, please make sure to comment. And why is my comment window not here? I was just thinking about that. Options, window. Where's my comments? Comments and reactions. There it is. Hi! See, I knew I needed to open my comments because Sanita posted, "Hey Mitch, I'm helping a family member with a campaign." Look at that. I'll put it up. "Hey Mitch, I am helping a family member with a campaign and having fun realizing more than her consultant." Well, since her consultant isn't me, I know that you know more than her consultant. That's great. I'm happy for you. I love running campaigns. Number one, because they're fun, right? And if you gamify them a bit, they're even more fun. And the whole reason for doing it is to engage with the people that you hopefully want to buy your offer, right? And again, it's not about the money, although obviously you need money. I'm in the tribe program right now with Stu McLaren. Excuse me. And I watched his hour and 20-minute live this morning. Phenomenal, phenomenal instructor and motivational guy. And what he keeps talking about is that your offering, your business is there because you want to offer people a solution, most likely to a problem, right? And if you're not making sales, then you can't support that business. You can't support your family. You can't support the things that are going on. And therefore, you can't get your message out. You're not getting far enough if you're not making sales. And so, yes, it's about the money, but it's also about helping those people. And if you're not making enough money, you're not getting enough message out. You're not serving enough people. And that's what I'm really fired up about doing. And I didn't know this door was going to squeak so much, so I'm going to just close it. because it's annoying. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's annoying me. So, contests are a fabulous way, and I could preach to you over and over and hours about contests. And in fact, if you let me go on, I'll do that. But I also want to talk about a couple of things if you'll give me a few minutes. And one of those things is the quality of the leads. And I'm going to quickly share my screen, not on my mail, which is open. Let me open Facebook and then share my screen. All right. I've got to check to make sure it's working properly, and it is, I think. I posted this in the Upfire group the other day. And if you look at this image here, let me see if I make it a little bit bigger. Come on, blow up. I'll make it full screen. This is some data that came to me because I'm using a tool called Funnelytics in the campaign that I ran for Fujifilm. And notice that this is based on refers, and you can get this data from Google Analytics, and I don't know enough about Google Analytics to go get that data. So the question is constantly, are these highly qualified leads? And let me get my face out of the way. Well, it doesn't matter. I think you're okay. Let me just do this. I'll move it over just a hair so you can see all of this. Now, these are people that came into my Fuji contest, and you can see the number of leaders. Oh, man, my words. Visitors in this column. And we ended up having a lot more than this, and I don't know why this number isn't higher, but that's a whole nother story. But notice that this particular thing brought in 3,395 visitors. And this isn't showing conversions at this point. This is just people coming in. The second one listed here, and I'm showing it because I like the fact that this is giving me data about where some of the traffic came from for my contest. Ooh, I blew it up. Let's not make it that big. Notice, excuse me, the second one came from Sweepstakes Fanatics. I didn't go post on Sweepstakes Fanatics. I didn't post it over there. Somebody else posted it over there. The third one, Sweepstakes Today. The fourth one is a referral. So somebody sent their link in a whole bunch of places and brought in 580 leads. I'm sorry, those are visits. Freebiemom.com. I didn't post that anywhere. So people made the effort. Either they own the website or they posted it on that website to try to get some additional referrals. Now, the question constantly comes up. And if I scroll down, you're going to see I made this comment. Oh, I made it big again. How can I just... I know there's a way of zooming on Ecamm, which I'm using. But basically, I said, now who's going to come in and tell me they're nothing but freebie seekers, right? Because of these sweepstakes sites, the story is that those people are nothing but freebie seekers. So the question is, are those going to turn into buyers later on? And it's hard to totally know that information. I ran this campaign for Fujifilm, and we just, finished this campaign. And so I don't know what the buyer's results are. However, notice that Guy Smith has answered things that I know what his answers are. But, and I apologize, Faye. Is that Faye? Faye? I apologize because I don't know how to pronounce that. Embarrassment. If you're looking for conversions and upsells past your campaign, the worst kind of traffic you can get is from these giveaway contest listing sites. I've had massive engagements with tens of thousands of these and 0 sales. And notice that Christine says, I initially agree with you on freebie seekers. I cannot talk today. However, these freebie seekers would know a lot of other people, and if you get the right offer in front of them, you could turn them into a profitable list. So that's the key. And I posted this article from Rafflecopter. Stop hating on the sweepers. My belief firmly is two things. Number one, that the vast majority of people that enter your contest / sweepstakes / referral program are people that are interested in your product. If you put the right product in front of them, which is what I would say, sorry, to Faye, if you got a whole bunch of freebie seekers, quote unquote, and nobody bought, then I suspect that the product that you offer, that your offer was not going after the right people. Let me switch screens just for a second. Here's a campaign that I ran into the other day. Enter to win an all expense paid trip to Las Vegas. Notice who's sponsoring this. A company that's selling contact lenses. I don't know if they're selling other stuff. I don't know if this is really AccuView. I didn't dive into the real details. Is this the right offer? When I talk about putting the right offer in front of the right group of people, this to me is an example of an offer that is going to the absolute wrong people. Why? I want to go to Las Vegas. Okay, I don't like Las Vegas. Don't tell anybody, but I dislike Las Vegas a lot. I've been there for conferences, and it's just not my kind of place. There's a lot of good stuff in Las Vegas. There's a lot of very good entertainment and stuff, but it's just not my kind of town. People enter this giveaway to get a free trip to Las Vegas. Are they the right buyers? Do they wear glasses? Maybe they don't wear glasses. Maybe they don't need any lens corrections for their eyeballs. So why is AccuView sending traffic or trying to get leads by sending people an offer that sends people to Las Vegas? Is there a connection I'm not seeing? Somebody comment. Tell me whether or not I'm crazy here. I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to make mistakes and to learn stuff. That's how we learn, right? We make mistakes. But if I think this is the wrong audience. I would not run a contest by offering a trip to Las Vegas, because I think what I'm going to get is a whole bunch of people that want a trip to Las Vegas. They're not my audience if I'm AccuView, right? Anybody quote, tell me something. Comments. I'd love to get some feedback on this. So, I also spoke, by the way, with a gentleman who runs a contest website the other day. And hi, Dirk. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, thank you. Look at all these comments popping in. Dirk says, I agree. Sanita says, you are a sane cookie and on track, dear Mitch. Thank you very much. Arthur says, hi, Arthur. Speaking of a guy I was talking to the other day, it's Arthur. You aren't too crazy. Arthur and I are going to have a conversation, by the way. So Arthur's the guy that I was talking about just a second ago that runs a contest site, who runs contests all the time. And he is, I'm going to switch back to me. He is giving me some inspiration. He gave me two things that I think are really valuable. And I've always been looking for numbers, and I told him this, and we'll have a conversation about this when we get together, because we're going to do an interview, and we're going to talk about this stuff on his website, which is dealmax.com. No, dealmax.net. Tell me I've forgotten. I think it's .net. So we're going to have a conversation about that. But two things. Number one, I asked him, what percentage of the people do you think are quote-unquote freebie seekers? And he told me 20 to 25%, maybe up to 30%. But, number two, those people tend to be the kind of people that like to do sharing, that like to get other people because they want to get additional chances to win, which is what we, as people who are running campaigns, like to do, right? We want those referrals. The whole reason we're doing viral marketing is to get those people to come in and to give us additional resources, additional referrals by sharing social media. Now, there's some interesting data which I don't want to get into today unless you guys push me in that direction, and you'll have to tell me whether you want me to do that. You'll have to comment whether or not you want the additional information that I could share with you today, or I'll save it for another live video, maybe tomorrow or the next day. There's some really good data coming in from UpViral. DealMax.net, thank you. Sorry. I did have it right, didn't I? Arthur is DealMax.net. It was great talking to Arthur. I enjoy talking to people who know some stuff because that's what I want to do, is know some stuff and then share it. See, now I'm distracted myself. Referrals is what we want, and the quote-unquote freebie seekers. And I said again, this article from Rafflecopter, that's Stop Hating on the Sweepers, which was on the screen a minute ago. I'll share that link in the comments when I get done. I really wish this tool would give me the chance to just post a link while I'm live, but I would have to actually go to Facebook to do that, and either that or I don't know how to do it, and I need to figure that out. But what I like Ecamm, by the way, so it lets me switch between my face and the desktop. And with Facebook Live Native, you still don't have the capability to do that. You either have to pick, you're going to show your desktop, or you're going to show your face, and then you're stuck. You can't switch. So what we want in every campaign that we run that is a viral campaign, whether it's a referral program or whether it's a giveaway or a combination, is that we want people to bring their friends on. I've shared time and time again the stats that like 7 times people trust what their friends say 7 times more than any other source. AppSumo did a study of the people that came to them through contests and that came through them through digital marketing. And the people that came through contests brought in 55% more revenue. Let me try that again. 55% more revenue per person than traditional marketing. Contests aren't perfect. Contests have some difficulties. You have to learn how to do them right. Arthur certainly has learned a lot about doing them right for doing over 400 contests. Arthur knows some stuff. But what you have to think about is, where are you going to focus your efforts? Going back to the beginning of the conversation, if you were here, most of you have the goal, the desire to get your message, your product, your offer in front of more people. And we keep coming up with all kinds of different shiny objects to make that happen. Facebook Live, which reminds me of another story, which is why I paused. Facebook Messenger bots, all these text bots, all these different tools to try to get your message in front of people. Number one is still email. HubSpot did a survey of all the people that do marketing, and their results were that 59% of the people that responded to their survey said email marketing is the number one, let me say that again, number one source of revenue for them with the best ROI. It's all about the money. So why aren't you doing email marketing? And why aren't you doing more to build your list so that you can get yourself in front of more people? Of course, you can do webinars, which I need to do some webinars. But I also need to do more giveaways. I got some stuff over here that's piling up that I need to do giveaways for. And I keep getting distracted and not doing them. So shame on me for not taking my own advice. But I also learn a lot of stuff from doing contests and giveaways for other people. And so I love working with clients. If you want to work with me, let me know. That's all whole nother topic. I'm not here to sell you on that. But I'm here to suggest to you that you ought to be working on your email list, and you ought to be nurturing your email list, and you ought to be doing a lot more. One of my clients just popped in into Messenger. Oh, wish he was doing Facebook Live talking about his contest. But you can't see that, right? All right. So that's my message today is please get active. Don't worry about the traffic source. What you want people to do is to work for you and to find as many leads as possible for you. And I can help you understand how to do that. I will go blue in the face preaching this message, and I need to do a lot more Facebook Lives. See, my brain takes me a second to come up with a name. Danielle Whittingham. There's her name. I watch her a lot. She does Facebook Lives at least twice a day. She said one time that she makes at least $1,000 every time she goes live on Facebook. Now, she's not just selling, right? She does offer her training. She does sell sometimes. But most of the time what she's doing is motivating people, educating people, which is what I'm trying to do now, to educate you about the best thing that I think that would help your business. And that's what? Anybody remember what I said? Oh, the other thing I was going to show you. I got to see what he said. Let's see. Do I have it? Can I bring it up in 10 seconds or less? Yes, let me bring this up. Let me switch back over. So I grabbed this headline the other day. Apple and Amazon cut a deal that upended the Mac resale market. 6 months after Apple moved in, small sellers have all but disappeared from the Amazon marketplace. I've preached about this multiple times. Not just Amazon or that particular market. But the preacher here says, do not put all your eggs in one basket. If you're putting all your eggs in the Amazon marketplace basket, Apple and their reseller, the way of doing what they do in terms of reselling used laptops or refurbished or whatever that particular issue is. I don't know. I didn't understand all the details. But some of these big corporations can put you out of business in a flash. Is that a bad pun? Facebook can rip your account away. The message that just popped up had something to do with the client having trouble with Facebook ads, and I don't know what their issue is. Don't rely on Facebook bots. You can find a lot of really good uses for Facebook bots. Text messages, you can find a lot of great uses for that. Instagram is a wonderful place to build up your social following. But your number one source for just about everything I've ever seen is your email list. Everybody says, work on your email list. Because all of these big people can yank your account in a flash. It could go away. I remember I used to listen to, I'm not going to come up with the name of the podcast, whose one of his questions that he asked every guest was, if you lost everything, I've forgotten exactly how the question went. If you lost everything, it would be better if I told a story. Couldn't remember the exact quote, right? Basically, if you lost everything, what would be your best asset to be able to get yourself back in business and up and running quickly? And the vast majority of answers that I remember hearing on that podcast was email. To be able to have a contact list of people that I know and who know and love and trust me. That's your email list. I'm preaching to the choir to most of you, but that's your email list. If you're not nurturing your email list and you're not selling to your list periodically, then you're not doing your business justice. I'm not saying you're not doing it right. You could be crushing it a whole lot more than I am, but I'm still building my email list. Please be building your emails. If you're using Facebook bots, if you're building Facebook bots and you're not gathering people's email addresses, which I've seen a lot of people do a Facebook bot, get 20, 30,000 people in a bot. Did you hear, by the way, that Facebook's going to start charging for bots come June? Broadcast messages are going to cost you money. There's a shocker, right? We knew that was coming. If you didn't know that was coming, then you haven't been paying attention to Facebook lately. But starting June 1st or something, they're going to start charging you for broadcast messages. You used to think it was free. And everybody opened to every message. I'm getting so sick of some of my Facebook bots, let me tell you. But that's because what they do is they typically just try to sell me stuff. Sanita says, got to build an email list. Well, shocker. Thank you for listening to me. If the one thing comes out of today's message is that Sanita now is going to build an email list and she's going to grow it quickly. Maybe she's going to do contests, but there are other ways to grow your list, of course. If you happen to want to know, a quick plug from me, I have a program starting June 1st called Win Together, and I will help you build your very first contest and get it up and running within 30 days. And you're going to build your email list within 30 days starting June 1st. Wouldn't that be great? Huh? If you have a business and you don't have a list or you're not nurturing your list, what are you waiting for? By the end of June, you can add people to your email list. I guarantee it. If you don't like what we do, you can get your money back 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts. No 14-day crap. I see so many people doing 14-day guarantee. I do a 6-month guarantee. If you don't think you've earned enough money after you get into my program, then I deserve you. I gotta give you your money back because I haven't served you well, and that's my failure. But I can guarantee that you're going to grow your email list if you get in my Win Together program. I guarantee it. I have a lot of people that are struggling. Dirk, what do you say? Are you struggling? You've been struggling for a while. Do you think the program's working for you? Because Dirk is in the Win Together program. And I certainly didn't intend to turn this into preaching about that program. But what I want you to take away from this is that if you're not working on your email list, please start somehow, some way. Get it in gear because that's your number one asset. If Facebook goes away, you might have a massive Facebook group. If that somehow gets taken away from you, you're screwed. You're stuck. Nobody can take your email list away from you. Those are people that you own. Okay? Those email addresses are people that opted in to get messages from you. And therefore, you need to be posting people into your email lists. I thank you, Dirk, and I didn't pay Dirk to say this, but Dirk said, I am loving the Win Together program. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. We have a meeting today at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, which I know Dirk is excited about because we're going to do another review of his campaign today, and he's going to launch it, and he's going to make some leads. Going to make them out of the clear blue sky. I am excited for the people that are in the current program because we are helping them get started. Paula is a great example. Paula has redefined her business twice, I think. struggles, and she hasn't even launched her first campaign yet. I'm putting words in her mouth, but I see the clarity that's coming from her every week as we go through this. She's actually going through it for the second time, and that's okay because I have a lot of material that we cover, and it's kind of hard to absorb it all in the first fell swoop. I think Dirk would agree with that. So anyway, I love to see the transformation. I love that word, transformation. I think Paula is finally starting to, and I don't mean this in a negative way, Paula, if you watch this, but Paula's grasping. She's feeling much more confident about what she's doing. And when you feel confident, this is what Stu talked about this morning in his Facebook Live. When you feel confident, things just start snowballing and they start rolling. And people start absorbing that from you, that you feel confident. I mean, I've gotten confidence from people like Dirk that are in the program now, and Paula, to see them, the light bulbs go off, then the little pings. Ken's another good example. Monica, I was talking to Monica this morning, and she had success in the 2 campaigns she's done since Win Together that she was in. I love seeing success. I love seeing people learn and grow and make things happen. So, thank you, Dirk, for commenting. Sunita, I hope I can help you at some point. Build your thing. Arthur, if you're still here, thank you for popping in. Love, I'm looking forward to talking to you and helping people. If you watch this replay, if you have any questions, you guys pop in questions if you got them. I still don't. If I here's a comment for you, and I apologize. I still don't know that I know how to pronounce your name, or I've forgotten. Is it Aikut? Please help me. I apologize. I need to learn how to say it. You pop in all the time, so I apologize for not remembering. Aikut. I'm butchering it. I know I'm butchering it. Totally apologize. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer questions, even for replays. Thanks for tuning in. Happy to help you guys. I just can't express enough how much I believe that you can build a big email list. And it's not about big. I shouldn't have said big. I started to not say big, but then I said big. It's not about the number. It's about the quality. And you could get 1,000 people on your list, and you could be earning all kinds of good income from those people because they believe in what you're doing. So it's not about the numbers. You don't have to have 100,000 people on your list, despite what some people say. Thanks for tuning in. We will see some of you later today, and if not, I would love to see you in June 1st so we can build your list. If you have any questions, just ping me below or private message me. Happy to answer questions. Happy to serve you. Let's get this rocking, because I know I can help. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon.